This program features a remarkable small business at Beechworth in the northeast of Victoria. The Beechworth Bakery employs 62 people in a town with a population of less than 4,000. It has a very impressive cash flow and provides an excellent example of retailing practice and staff management.
We have gone a bit over 20,000 cash over the counter in one day. Any recipes are available to any baker that wants to come in and ask for them. You know what I mean? It's incredible. If you look at your place with fresh eyes, you'll see lots of things that need doing. I want it to be one big family. When you're at peace with yourself, any place is home. You know how true. This is home to me.
The Beechworth Bakery and Tom O'Toole are truly remarkable stories. To me, this bakery is important for three very important reasons. Firstly, simply the impact he's had as a business in terms of turnover and jobs he's created. Secondly, the lessons that he's been able to demonstrate in terms of how to run an effective business. And thirdly, the number of other bakeries and businesses around this country that are now learning from Tom O'Toole and the Beechworth Bakery. Without doubt, this is Australia's greatest bakery.
We're Australia's greatest bakery in the fact of our turnover for one retail shop. It's all cash over the counter, and we're turning out well over $2 million cash over the counter in a little one-outlet bakery.
Under Tom O'Toole's management and direction, the Beechworth Bakery has achieved job creation, annual income and cash flow that few retail bakeries outside our capital cities would hope to achieve. In this program, we examine some of the key ingredients that have produced this result. Key ingredients that can be applied to your own operation, no matter what kind of business you're in. These ingredients include quality products, energetic merchandising and marketing, emphasis on quality customer service, and ongoing staff training and motivation.
We keep it so simple. What we try and do is just have a fresh product and a tasty product. That's so simple. Everything that we make here, these guys like eating. So, yeah, we don't sort of make things we don't like eating ourselves. We have our smell fans which run from our ovens, and they're a fan that sucks the air through, pushes it out into the street, and that gives a little bit of a smell. But also, you might notice on our windows there is no stickers. All our windows are open so that people can see in. It's a very visual thing when you look from outside, yeah. I get a bit dramatic when I see empty trays there because I'm not into selling stainless steel. So I'm into selling cakes, so we try and keep it full. And that's where a lot of bakeries fall down. By 2 o'clock there's not much product, so most people don't go into a bakery after 2, but they keep coming into ours right up until 7 o'clock because we do have product. We try and hide it a bit so they've got to look and use it, because they might, you know, they try a different loaf, you know what I mean? So they think, oh, I can't see any San Francisco sour, so they might get a cottage loaf, but we always have product.
With over 250 lines, Tom's product and his approach to merchandising is impressive. But even more impressive is his emphasis on providing top quality customer service.
Treat the customers as you like to be treated, and that's how simple it is. Because that's really all we've got to offer is customer service. They can buy bread anywhere. You can buy bread anywhere. Anywhere. Our bread is nothing famous or anything, we tell everyone it is, but it's just customer service.
And the first thing is to make eye contact and to smile at them, and if possible to use their name if you know their name. When we go out of our way to make them feel that whatever they want is allowable and that we'll do anything for them.
The bakery's great and the staff were superb.
I just love the displays, beautiful, and yeah, they had the prices there, you knew what you were going to pay for them before you bought, and so you could make your choice.
I never liked it that way. I thought they won't want to pay me price, so I think they'll be a bit scared. I won't get as many dollars out of them. They kept saying, we want a price on our product, we want to know what we're paying. Put the prices on them, and our figures went up. So, pretty incredible. We have suggestion box in our shop. And we reply to every suggestion. I only wanted to reply to people who were bad ones, but they suggested I write to everyone that's good, and because we get most of the good, so we got hundreds of these we got to reply to. You know, all another cost, but still we get a great lots of good ideas out of these suggestions. So it's really good.
And what's good for the Beechworth Bakery is good for Beechworth and the other businesses in the town.
If you took the bakery out of the town, if it was a standalone situation, quite frankly we couldn't survive. It attracts a massive number of people.
It means to us an incredible saving on advertising dollars, basically. Our position is vital, we consider, in that Tom's customers become our customers.
We came from Narracourt in South Australia and visited some friends out of Wangaratta, and they were talking at length about the Beechworth Bakery. We visited Beechworth, and obviously we've left a few dollars in the town as well, so I suppose that's what tourism's about.
So many people come to Beechworth for the bakery, some have to cross the road into my shop. Certainly I've had people come in who say, we're from Shepparton, the kids saw the ad, we had to come and buy sticky buns at the bakery, they came over here and bought wine from me.
I just invite the people to Beechworth. I've got to get them to Beechworth first. It's, you know, I push the bakery, but I push Beechworth. I really push Beechworth.
To keep those people coming back to Beechworth and the Beechworth Bakery, Tom relies on the skill of his staff to provide product quality and customer service. And it's staff training and motivation that guarantees that this happens.
It's all people. It's a people's business, really is.
We do have monthly to 6-week staff meetings. Every bit of input from the staff is really valued. They really appreciate their input because of the fact that it betters the bakery.
Yeah, they have a lot of say. They have a lot of say. You know, it's their business as much as mine. It is their business because without, you know, if the business not going well, they haven't got a job. You know, they haven't getting their wage, you know. So, you know, we're all just getting a wage here, you know what I mean? So it's their business as much as mine.
Well, it sends us off to the best schools for our apprenticeships. As of this afternoon, we've got a cake decorator coming from America to show us how to do these cakes.
But now I don't know what she's going to do today, but probably a few just to get a bit motivated and maybe do a bit of something crazy and show them what you can do. And
Tom, everything I do is crazy.
Yeah, so she's a very creative person. So we brought her out for 10 days and we will send our staff next year in March or somewhere around there, our staff will be going over to her bakery also.
So, there.
But I just want you to go, throw caution to the wind. I really want you to throw caution to the wind. You know, just let that inner self get out and go. And that's what our business is about, is don't be the same every day, you know. Be mad, be crazy, because it helps. It helps if you work here to be a bit crazy. I want people to be alive. We have all these posters. I used to thought I bought them for my staff, but actually I buy them for myself. A lot of the posters are not about business, they're about feelings and attitudes, and that's what it's all about. It's a people's business. Look at this one here, productivity. Nothing worthwhile is ever achieved without that collective spark of enthusiasm. You know, enthusiasm and attitude is what it's all about. It's not how talented you are really, it's if you're enthusiastic. No matter if you're as talented as any, if you're not enthusiastic, you're just wasting your time.
It helps us in future life too, because we're motivated to go further in our career paths.
This is probably one of my most important ones, Joe. Attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching?
Tom's work with his team doesn't stop with training and motivation. He also encourages his staff to make decisions and to think for themselves.
It's a very empowering atmosphere. The whole structure of the work environment is such that you are rewarded for being creative and you're rewarded for making those decisions.
I want them to make mistakes, I really do, but don't tell me. Yeah, I try and tell people, make a mistake, it won't send me broke, because if they don't make a mistake, they won't learn. You know, they'll just stay. So important in this place is to get out of your comfort zone.
We actually have pyjama days, We've just had a kids' day where we've had a large birthday cake and hands out for the children.
It was a bit of fun to be crazy, to get people out of the comfort zone. You dress up every morning, you get in your uniform and everything, and it's easy to come to work. But you try to walk in that door in your pyjamas. Oh, I tell you what, wow, I tell you what. We put a double bed in here, and we had this mad guy sitting in the bed reading kids' stories out. And one of my staff, he's been in the Navy and he's got tattoos and he's quite muscly, and he come in black negs a day. Wow. And it was a lot of fun, and it got people out of their comfort zone. And so from that, we've now had Kids' Day, and everyone come dressed up in a clown. They had clowns, and then we did all these biscuits. The kids could make their own biscuits, and we cooked them all, and there was kids hanging off the roofs everywhere.
Tom O'Toole's results are impressive, but could anybody else achieve similar success by applying his techniques? Well, rather than being secretive about his methods, Tom has worked to encourage other people in his industry, and other bakeries are finding that applying good business practice works, and they are also creating more jobs.
What people like Tom O'Toole do is show you what can be achieved if you set yourself some goals and do your own thing. This place is quite different to Beechworth Bakery, and when it's finished it'll be basically nothing like the Beechworth Bakery. We employ 25 people at the moment. The business has doubled in 3 years, turnover-wise and employment-wise, and I would think when we finish, possibly we could employ another 10 or 15 people. But, I mean, really, the sky's the limit.
But it's not just bakeries that can benefit from an energetic and passionate approach to business.
It doesn't have to be a baker. Well, these ideas and about attitudes and, about feelings and dreams, you don't have to be a baker to have any of that. No way. I believe if your heart's in it, you've got that enthusiasm and you've got that determination, you don't have to be a baker. I think a baker's holding me back in the fact that you can make a lot more money in a lot of other businesses than baking.
When you consider that Beechworth has a total population of 3,700 and 170 of them happen to be in the jail, so they don't count, and Tom has created 62 jobs in this bakery, that is fantastic.